Alrighty guys, how's it going? Daybreaker Rein here, coming at you through your video scope with the Oneshot Series. So this series of videos is basically going to be me playing a game and or games, and with just one video where it really couldn't fit like a whole series or just something that I just wanted to kind of do on the fly just to give you guys a little bit more content than just, you know, straight up playthroughs of entire games, you know? So the game for this video is the Hatsune Miku Project Diva X demo. I'm super stoked that this game is actually getting a US release. I'm a big fan of the series. They're just really awesome, fun rhythm games to play. I know that this might not be up everybody's alley, you know, because it's definitely you know, Vocaloid isn't really necessarily my most favorite type of music, but I've actually grown to really appreciate the music, honestly. So it's a pretty cool little game. I really am impressed with how well the PS4 version handles. So I'm kind of, you know, it's a little different from Project Diva F and F2 with the mechanics and how the system works, but it kind of remains the same throughout. So I really hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'm going to try I'm going to play through basically every song that the demo has available and get this out before the main game comes out, just to kind of spark interest, because I know it'll kind of be a little bit of a hot topic, more or less. You know, I don't know if any of the major Let's Players are actually going to try this game out, but, you know, you never know. So if anybody's familiar with, like, you know, games like Amplitude or, you know, Guitar Hero in general, it more or less, you know, it gives you the button prompts, and it pretty much plays the same. You just gotta hit it at the right time, and you build up points, and you build up your meter and everything like that. So, because it's basically, you do have to hit a specific, you know, range to complete the level, basically. And I'm actually using the Remote Play app to do this, and surprisingly, it's responding really well. Last time it was kind of finicky with the timing. I'm actually kind of bummed out that the demo only includes Miku. I do know that the full game will include other Vocaloids, such as Luca, probably Miko, Lin, Ren, and Kato. I do know that the F games had optional DLC where you could get 3 more Vocaloids that you could add in. One of them being Haku, which is probably my favorite Vocaloid, next to Luca. I really like Haku and Luca. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but have you guys seen the Play Arts Miku figure? They like Final Fantasy her out, and it's actually kind of cool. Like, I dig it. Like, it's not like this, you know, like overly sexualized figure or anything like that. It really does justice to like what Miku, I think, would look like in a Final Fantasy style setting. I've always been impressed with the Play Arts figures. It's just a shame that they're so flippin' expensive, otherwise I probably have more. I do have a couple of them. I have a couple of the Kingdom Hearts figures, and I do have a couple of the Advent Children figures. I also do have Auron from Final Fantasy X. Unfortunately, that figure, I believe, his arm broke or something. He's in his box somewhere. I've been meaning to dig him out so I can see about fixing him. So far with the demo, I really do like the songs for the most part. Much like with the other Vocaloid games, I wasn't really, I didn't really know a whole lot of like the music that the Vocaloids offered per se, until I actually played the game, and so there were certain songs that I started to like and enjoy playing more than anything. And so they've implemented this new mechanic. Before, would you, because in Project Diva F, you would unlock stuff as you go, and then kind of like on Project Diva 2nd, they actually gave you specific requirements for unlocking specific stuff. So in this one, I guess it's like mid-song you can actually unlock new modules, and Miku will change. I assume the same will be applied to the other Vocaloids as well that are in the game. Songs may express many emotions overlaid on one another. Some originate from the lyrics, then there is the melody. Finally, the vocalist conveys their own emotions, whether they are aware of it or not. Yeah, and so there's this kind of thing where like Miku will talk to you as you complete each level. So they've kind of done it in a different style with the music choices. They've separated into categories. I've also read too that the full game will only have 30 songs at launch. This kind of, to me, kind of sucks a little bit, considering that the other games had a lot more to offer in that regard. Like they're ranging anywhere from around like 40 to 45 songs in the previous 2 games. So I'm a little disheartened that this will only have 30 songs right at the beginning. I can only assume that means that Sega's probably got it in their mind that they're going to do DLC, which they did in Project Diva 2nd. I can't remember how many songs were added in the DLC. I just know that there were 2 different season passes. One for a set of 40 different costumes for the different Vocaloids, and then there was one for songs, and I think it added like maybe 8 or 10, maybe 10 songs. So yeah, that's all I can assume is that it'll probably be hidden behind DLC, as much as that kind of sucks. I don't like games that kind of rely so heavily on DLC. I think I could probably make a whole video about this, but I think it's kind of like most of the DLC. Damn it. Yeah, they've also implemented this new thing where there's rushes, where if you hit the note, you like constantly tap the note, which that wasn't present in any of the other games as far as my knowledge. It might have been present in some of the Japanese games, because there's a lot more of these games in Japan than there are in America. So much, there was actually a spin-off game for Vocaloid Aya that was Japan exclusive. As far as my knowledge, though, the most of the game is navigatable, and I mean, it's not hard to pick up and play. So even if you're not familiar with kanji or how to read Japanese, you can still play it, which would be nice. It is kind of expensive for an import game, though, so that's kind of been the only thing that's been a deterrent for me, but I really did want the special edition. I could really say that it wasn't really Guitar Hero and stuff that kind of gave me a love for rhythm-based games. It was DJ Max really got me hooked on the rhythm-based game genre. Like, I'm actually really surprised. It's kind of cool. Every time I play this demo, it doesn't keep the modules or anything that you unlock. There's no save data on the demo, but I've unlocked modules that I didn't unlock the first time I played through it. Yeah, like this little cat module she's wearing. Like, yeah, I never unlocked that. That's kind of cool. I guess that's kind of cool, just to kind of keep you on your toes and give you an idea of like the different modules that you can unlock. Increase the number of rate up notes. Okay, well that's kind of cool. Yeah, and all the other stuff is superficial. It shows that you unlock other stuff, but you can't do anything with it, unfortunately. One of the reasons singing my thing is the fans. All those floating glow sticks is so hypnotizing. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to forget the lyrics. Okay, we got one last song to try out, which is probably my favorite song on the demo, honestly. I really dig this song. We'll just go ahead and kind of just stick with that, I guess. Alrighty. I've actually heard, like, the live Vocaloid concerts are actually a thing to kind of behold. Like, it's actually a really amazing experience, like all the projector stuff that they do and everything. If I remember right, the last person I talked to about that, I guess there have been some Vocaloid concerts here in the US, but they're kind of in, you know, bigger, more well-known cities. I mean, you know, probably places like New York and San Francisco and San Diego and stuff like that. It'd be really nice to get the PS4 version so I could actually probably play this a little bit more, like on stream and stuff. Yeah, I hope it's not as frequent as it is in the demo with the module unlocking. Because that is kind of a minor annoyance to me. Hopefully it's not as frequent, like I assume, because I believe the regular Miku module increases your chances of getting a new module. Been a while since I had something to eat. Want to take 5 and grab a bite? Alrighty guys, well that's pretty much all the demo has to offer, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I know that this video might be maybe shorter, a little bit longer than my typical videos, but that's the one-shot series for you. I don't plan to do like these crazy, you know, full extent looks at games and everything like that with the one-shots. It's just something to get out there, just, you know, for your guys' enjoyment, so there's a little bit more variety in the content that I post. Anyways, guys, this has been Daybreaker Rein, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys. Take it easy.